So Flotsam is a city builder that's set on a polluted ocean. And essentially you have to build a little floating town for your lads. And let's go and check out our actual town. It's not much at the moment, it's just this. And this is our town heart. And if you can see all around it, there's lots of flotsam and or jetsam to actually pick up and do stuff with. At the moment we've got bugger all in our town heart. We've just got some food and a little bit of water here. And we've got 24 water and 33 food, also indicated at the top of the screen. Those are very important. So let's have a look. We've got 3 lads. Let's have a look at the drifters. We've got Burt Reynolds, Dab, and Carpo Marks.
Yo.
Hello, lad. Yes, you can name your lads. And this is like a RimWorld style screen where you just assign duties as you see fit. But we don't need to worry about that just yet. What we need to do is start them scavenging for stuff. So I'm going to place a scavenging buoy, or buoy. Let's just do it here. And I want those lads to... In fact, let's set 2 of them on. In fact, all 3 of them can go and scavenge all this nonsense. Set them all going, and then once we've brought a bit of this stuff back, we can actually start building walkways and workshops and stuff like that. In the build menu, you've got walkways, storage yards, small houses, a place to dry your fish and wood, a woodworking shed to create things like firewood, which will make it so that you can turn seawater into proper water with your construction distiller, and there's boats as well and stuff like that. So this is coming out on PC on the 26th of September. The game's by Pajama Llama, so thanks to them for giving me an advance key to check this out. It's going to be in early access for around a year, apparently. Hang on, there's a lad over there. There's a big one. Look at that. There's a Leviathan in the depths. Don't worry about that. So interestingly, this is not just set in one place. If you look at the map screen, there is actually a progression. Which is very interesting indeed. So once we've actually managed to rescue a little mast, which is going to be from the thing that we saw at the start of the video. Hang on, let's have a look. Like that. And once we've gone and scavenged this in a boat, we'll be able to set off across that map and we basically relocate our town. Wherever the hell it is. Hang on, I've lost the town. There it is! Found you. So yes, they are busy gathering stuff. As soon as they've gathered a bit of stuff, we will actually set going. It looks like at the moment all they've collected is plastic waste. We could do with them getting some wood. So what I might do is, once they've actually got a bit of stuff, I'm going to just remove this for the time being and relocate it kind of like near the wood. You can change the size of your scavenging area, but let's put it there, which will be mostly wood, I think. Set that to 2 this time. So there's not much we can do at the moment because... Oh, actually, we've got... Oh, you make walkways out of plastic. Oh, that's good. That's not out of wood, after all. Right, that's good. We can start our adventures. Let's paste across a walkway to there. And they'll slowly start building that. And we don't want all of them doing the scavenging. Now we do need some of them doing building. So you're going to... You there, Carpo Marks. You're going to start building. And you can speed this up, a la RimWorld and all that. It's fast, to 1, 2 and 3 speed, or you can pause it as you go. And we also will need a storage yard. I'm going to actually speed them up a little bit. And you can't zoom in any more than this, by the way, before you wonder. Anyway, zoom. Oh, there's the big lads here. Oh, we've got a little message. There are not enough houses to accommodate all drifters. Well, we're going to make houses soon. Basically, small house. They'll need 8 plastic. They'll need 6 dry wood. Every wood that you get from the ocean is wet wood, and you have to find a way of drying it. Luckily, you do have a drying rack. But first, let's build a little bit of storage. And let's build it there. So instead of going to the town heart, they'll store all the gathered stuff there instead. It's a good idea to put the storage things next to producers, like workshops and things like that, so they don't have to go so far. What I'll do is I'll set up a drying rack here to turn the wet wood into dry wood. The food and water situation, you'll probably not run out of food in this first level. I call them levels, but not that sort of thing. But you will start to worry about water, so we've got to be careful about that. It looks like they've gathered quite a lot of this stuff. I might have to move this. Or I'll just enlarge it. There, that'll do. In fact, what I'll do now, we've got quite a lot of stuff, so I'm going to tune that down to 1. So only one person's going to go out and get stuff. When we do actually get a fishing boat, we will be able to go and fish. And then that'll be a whole thing. We've got some tutorial stuff there, but let's ignore that. Still not got enough houses. Oh, hello! Right, now we need to select a recipe for the drying rack. We'll choose wood. And it's got enough space for 3 bits of wood. That, he's already delivering it. So there we go with the wet wood, and it'll eventually turn dry. It'll actually indicate here that's the progress of the drying. You can already see the blue bar slightly starting to fill up. Oh, bloody hell, that storage yard is already pretty full. Let's have a look. Yep, it's full. This is... yeah, this is getting full and all. We may already need another storage yard. Let's put it there. I'll get busy doing that. I may also set up a second drying rack, because possibly we'll need that. And now it's a case of stocking up on the dry wood, because otherwise we're not going to be able to make much. The distiller is going to be very useful. We've got the plastic for that, but we will need quite a lot of dry wood. We'll need 8, and we've only got 3. But we'll also need a workshop, so we can actually make firewood to power the distiller. Again, we just need dry wood for that. We've got all the plastic. I'm going to extend things a little. Ooh, click. I'll do it over kind of here-ish. Oh, is that... I think we're... Yeah, that's too sharp of an angle. Let's just build out a little bit more for now. Then I might make it split off into a fork or whatever. You need to be another dry wood thing. And once we've built a boat, we'll be able to go and scavenge that island we saw earlier. Boats require, first of all, a mooring point, for which you'll need rope as well as other stuff. And then you actually need to build either a salvaging boat or a fishing boat, and we want a salvaging boat for the rescue operation, which will actually just be us ripping out the mast and getting a few other things as well. So there's a bit of a choice of what we could do. We could either aim directly for boats, or, well, we do something else, really. I think the water thing might be a thing, because we're already down to 14 waters. So let's try and get us a... First of all, we'll do this again. Oh, that's all that wood. That's all that plastic, sorry. Yes, we will need to start maybe moving our buoy again. My boys. Let's go with that. Yeah, basically. That'll do there. So you're doing your building, you're doing your transportation, and someone else is going to start doing scavenging. There they are, going to drink water. Yes, we are starting to run low on that. It's okay, it's not as if when that hits 0, they'll all just suddenly die. That's not how it works. But we will have to be mindful. We also need to give them places to sleep, because they'll get tired. We are now gathering more plastic for that. I might make them a little accommodation zone. And that can be away from everything else, because that's less used. What I could do is I'll put a little spur. We do need a bit more plastic for this. I'll wait for them to... Oh, starting to look like we do need more storage again. Come on, there we go. We can just do that. That'll give us a new spur there. I think I'm building probably more walkways than I actually need at the moment. I think I'm spending all my plastic doing that. Oh, we need to do so much. You're doing building. You're doing drying. So we've got plenty of dry wood now, so we will start... Oh, we can now actually make our woodworking shed. Let's put that there. We're going to put this and the water distiller very close together. I'll put it on its own little spur. Oh, they're getting sleepy, so we do need to start thinking about building 3 houses for our 3 lads. You do get more people, but you have to rescue them. And you won't get them in this initial map location. Because if you look at the... Hang on, M for map. If you look at the second location, Lonely Island, we'll get a couple of villagers. And we'll be able to also investigate an abandoned town. Later on, we'll need oil to move to certain places, but for now we just need wind power. Off they go. Already we're exhausting this area. There's a big fat load of wood over here. But I really do still need quite a bit of plastic. I'm going to set up a new buoy. but not a very big one, just one that will get some wood. Now this has now been built, and we need to choose a recipe. I'm going to build rope to start with, which turns dry wood into rope. I'm going to queue up just a few, because once I've made some rope and we've stored it, I'm going to then make it into a firewood place. In fact, let's build our water distiller there. So what's going to happen is someone's going to take the dry wood from here, take it over to the woodworking shed. That'll turn into firewood, which will then go next door to the distiller. It's already happening, although in this case the rope is happening. It may be wise for us to build another storage yard, just really close by. There, I think. I can restrict storage yards so that they only accept certain goods. So like dry wood would be useful over here, but for now, because we've got all the storage in one place, I'm not going to worry about that too much. Right, now the queue is empty, so let's get firewood on the go. I'm going to make that indefinitely, because once the water distillery is going, we'll need firewood constantly. We're down to 7 water, all a bit close. Now, I think we do need to start thinking about mooring points. We've got the rope, we've got the dry wood, we just need a bit more plastic. And they're going to start gathering this. Oop, water distillery. Just do it forever. Which is going to take someone, but basically someone's going to have to do that full time, pretty much, I think. We do need more plastic. Did I get rid of that boy over there? I did, didn't I? It's the distillery is now telling me it needs firewood. Thankfully, that is happening now. Slowly but surely. Oh no! Before we do the boats, well, let's get them gathering a bit more plastic. In fact, maybe if I just move this. Oh, there isn't really much plastic tied in with it. There's plastic there. I don't think you can move, boys. I don't think you can. Move that. So we'll have to set up... Oh, shit! Remove marker. We'll have to set up a new one. We'll do it kind of here, so that's half wood, half plastic. 13 of each. It's a bit further away, but it'll do. Right, so what's going on now? That's busy cooking it up. I think the distiller doesn't actually need... I'm not sure if that actually needs someone there permanently or not. No one's doing anything at the moment. We just don't have that many lads. Right, so the rope is there, but we don't need a huge amount of rope. Oh, that's just turned into dry wood. That's nice. We haven't got much normal wood. We haven't got much plastic, and we haven't got much wood. And we certainly don't have much water, which is a bit of a problem. But once this has set itself up properly, we should all be good. But it does take some time. I think our lads, they will eventually crash out and sleep on the ground to recover their sleepiness, but I don't think they really like it very much.
Hey.
So that's Carpo Marks. His needs are pretty much satisfied. There's an easy way of doing this, hang on. It's Burt Reynolds getting a drink. Cheers! That's good because you're very thirsty. Oh, you're no longer thirsty.
Hello.
You're going to get thirsty quite soon. But yeah, it looks like they have actually all had a rest recently. So they must have been lying on the floor like madmen. Right, we do need this boat. Oh, here we go. Look, no, we do actually need someone there full time to do the water stuff. We are actually making water now, so we're very close to the edge here with 3, but we will get some more. But it is a very intensive thing, this. It's not like once this is finished doing it, there'll suddenly be water for days. There won't be. This will be just enough to keep us going. A message in the bottom right. Your water reserves are low. Let's go to that. And I'll leave the houses thing there just to remind us that we do need to occasionally do something. This is saying missing items, halt to production. We don't have any wet wood in storage, so we can't dry any more wood. We've got 1 water. I think someone has hopefully delivered that water. Oh, we may actually need a haul arse to actually take the water to the tank. Because we've got 3 water there. We're only 1 up there. Oh, we just filled it up with... Oh, I see. It was said 3 because someone was on the way with some water, and now they actually put it in, and now it actually does say 3. So yeah, we have delivered some water, which is all to the good. Right, let's get... Well, we do need to start thinking about housing, so we will need, I think, to beef up our gathering game, our salvaging. really do need to start thinking about boats. So I'm going to make it so there's 2 people doing that. We don't want all 3, otherwise there won't be any of this going on. We're not drying any wood at the moment, but I don't really care about that, because we've got plenty of... Well, we did have plenty of dry wood, but we've just taken it all to the firewood place. So as you can see, everything's an exhaustible supply. We will run out of things very quickly. So we just need to keep on gathering, really. I'm going to enlarge this a bit. It's a bit more wood than it is plastic, but... I really wish I'd sort of tried to go for boats earlier, but then we do need everything here. And we still haven't built any houses. Which I'll just remind myself, that costs... Well, we're just lacking in plastic at the moment. You're going to have a drink. That's another 1 taken. Ugh. Let's have a look at you. This is all going very nicely. Unfortunately, there's two people here. We actually do need 2 people to go and scavenge. Feels like it's getting further and further away. I might add another buoy, just a little in here. Try and encourage people to get those little bits of plastic, because that's nice and close. You need food. Badly. They're not really doing much in the way of scavenging at the moment. I might have to flip some priorities. Right, let's make it so... Oh, everyone's just over here. Stop. Let's make Dab the scavenger. So, up priorities for her a bit. So instead of delivering... Yes, there you go. Off you go. Gather, 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 gather. You're doing some delivering. There's no dry... Oh god, we're totally out of wood and plastic now. Yeah, I should have done this some priorities earlier, because now the water situation is going to become more acute as there's no bloody wood around. So you've gathered... What have you gathered? 3 plastic and 2 wood. Yeah. Now with any luck, other people... Well, when this comes to a shuddering halt, I think other people will start to run off and get stuff as well. Hopefully. There's also this little extra boy over here. Oh, we did get a bit more wood to do some drying. And now you're going off to do the distilling. I mean, that's... Oh, no, you're doing delivery. But this is all very important. We currently don't have any firewood. Is that all firewood? Hang on, I'm going to put my inventory up, my town inventory. We do actually have 21 firewood. So that's actually less of a priority at the moment. Well, I might make it. I might make someone a dedicated water thing doer. Oh, we've just got some wet wood in. We're starting to get a bit more plastic. We still haven't quite got enough dry wood. But as soon as we get the dry wood, which is happening now, hopefully, we should be able to make the mooring point. Could do with this being quicker. Come on, wood, dry! That's going to take a little bit of time. Yeah, we are gathering, that's good. That's good. Only having 3 scavengers at the start does make it go quite slow, but I think that's just like a way of like... Oh, hello! A way of like getting you into the game more. It looks like this the export queue is now full. Well, it was until you started delivering. So we couldn't make any more until we've put that into storage. We've still got enough storage, but nobody's doing the bloody water. Right, where are you? Is it Burt Reynolds? Oh, no, it's not. It's the other lad, isn't it? Let's change your priorities. Carpo Marks, that's it. Let's change your priorities to water, which I think is that one. There. It's all this seawater in the air. It's making me cough. Right, so we're nearly there. We nearly should be able to... Come on. We need 1 more bit of dry wood. You're doing the delivering. Come on. Haul some arse. There we go. Right, let's put this over here, I think. Bearing in mind, this is not just for now, it's for later on as well. When we actually move the place around. So I'm going to put... That's going to be the accommodation area. I'm going to put this there, really near the storage yards, because that would be quite useful, I think. Once we build that, we can build the boat, which will cost us... Well, we need more plastic, we need more dry wood, but that's not too onerous. So basically, all the boats are hidden behind in the game is rope. So it makes it that you do have to set up a couple of things before you do boats. Boats will, of course, make scavenging easier, as well as being able to get up to the island, and also get us fishing. But first we just need to gather, so I'm going to speed things up to the top, and wait for things to come in. We are gathering plastic quite nicely. And it looks like you have got mostly wood there, admittedly. We do need to dry some more wood. Hopefully someone's going to do some whole arsing. Come on, we can do this salvaging boat. The trouble is, they are taking most of the wood to here. I'm going to switch this off, the woodworking shed. We are making way too much. We're using up too much of our wood on that. And nobody's doing any bloody water making. We are actually at 0 water at the moment, and people are getting thirsty. Right, so that was a little thing telling me that a new tutorial thing has popped up, talking about boats. Or whatever it was. But it's okay, we're already almost there. Ah, there we go, we have got dry wood. Right, boat! And they'll have to build that. Now we've actually got the boat sorted, I am going to start thinking about the houses, finally. We have... They are actually very expensive, we do need quite a lot of dry wood, which means we don't want to be making firewood out of it. But here we go, we are finally sorting that out. Everyone's got needs at the moment. Everyone's thirsty, hungry and everything. I think we're okay food-wise for this, because we will be moving on to the next map soon. In fact, I'll be able to do some fishing, which means I'll have to build another mooring point, admittedly. For some reason, that the grabber thing is going a bit rogue there. Ah, we nearly... Oh, it literally just disappeared before our eyes because it was exhausted. Not ideal. Well, I should hopefully now be making some more water. Yes, there we go. Oh well, no, not quite. Anyway, you're having a bit of a drink. The boat is now complete, so we can actually... What we can do now is... No, we do it to salvage it. Is go over here and press salvage, and they'll automatically now take a boat over there. We'll also get some good supplies out of that because, well, I say that, but we don't really give a shit about metal scrap or rope. But we do need the mast, and then we'll be able to move our ship. I've done that thing again. I don't know where I am. There I am. We don't like looking at it from that angle. Although, having said that, it's a bit more conveniently laid out for this angle. Yeah, I'm used to this angle. I'll have to keep this. What's that? Oh, hello. We've done it. Yeah, let's have a look. I should have actually watched us do that, shouldn't I? I think I'm going too fast. I'll slow us down to a bit too. I think we've already done this. I think they've basically already run onto the island and grabbed everything and come off again. Irritatingly, I missed the moment. The boat is already back. Bloody hell. Okay, so we've got a mast. So we should actually be able to... Or have we not? Oh no, we actually need a few other things as well. Storage, I think we do actually need another storage yard. I think we might be out of it. Possibly. I don't know. We will actually need to wait. Yeah, they haven't actually unloaded the ship yet. But I think we do need another storage yard. We need one more plastic. There's no plastic over there. Well, what I could do is actually place a salvage buoy now, so the actual boat can go out and get stuff. So I could actually probably go further afield, like, there's a big plastic area over here. There's a sort of like a designated area in which we can build in, but we can actually go beyond that into the ocean. So once we've unloaded the boat, which is happening now, we will be able to take the boat out to do other stuff and get more plastic. Because we haven't got enough to do anything at the moment. People are still very thirsty, but we are producing water slowly but surely. Firewood. What's the firewood situation? Let's have a look in the inventory. We've got 29! Bloody hell. We've been concentrating more on that than we have on water, which is less than ideal. I have a feeling that we will need more, like more than one water producer in this. But let's be building another parking area, and then we'll build a fishing boat, because we do need food as well as water. Oh, here we go, look at that, that was fast. We are loaded up with plastic now. Definitely need a new storage yard. When they unload the ship. Unfortunately, I think that's well, that's not full. That is... I think... Oh yeah, the green bar has started to fill up. That's potential, because we are actually delivering it at the moment. Right, look at this. We have stuffs. Let's make our new boat. Fishing boat. That'll use up some of our stuffs. We can actually build our mast now. Not sure where to put this. I could put it round the back there somewhere. That'll mean we can now move the boat to the next place. I will need to get some more fish, I think. We'll just get some fish and then we'll bugger off. Oh, we are getting loads of stuff. Now, it might be wise. It might be wise for us to get as much of the plastic as we can before we move on, because we've got so little of it. Here we go. So the fishing boat is now sorted, and also the mast has just been built. So let's quickly do a bit of fishing just to grab some scran. There's 25 fish over there. And they are now taking the boat out in that direction. So we'll gather some fish. We'll build another storage yard, which can go there. Although now I won't be able to make this another spur, but never mind. And we'll be able to put all our delicious wet fish in there. And they'll have to go in the drying rack to actually dry out and turn into edible fish. For now, I'll turn one of these into a dried fish areum. But as I say, we don't need to spend much time here. There's one more thing I should point out in the game at the moment, is that's research to unlock stuff. All of this requires research points, so like 5 and 10 and 15 research points. And we can't do anything with that yet on this map, but we will be able to once we actually start scavenging new islands for research points. But that's a way of actually getting more stuff. Because at the moment it's fairly limited. Also because it's early access. There'll be, doubtlessly there'll be more technologies added throughout early access and all that. So our first catch is coming in. Yay. Yay for food. And then unload that, put it on the drying rack. With any luck, eventually. You're doing more water stuff, good. It always feels like you're on the verge of not having enough water. I'm tempted to actually, as they build another distillery. But I'm not going to worry about that until the next level, I think. Right, so you've unloaded the fish onto the drying rack. We've built another storage yard. What I should really do is put like a storage yard right next to all this stuff over here. But as I say, we're still a fairly small town, so we can worry about logistics later. Where did you just take the boat out? You did nothing. You've got... maybe we've exhausted this. I think we have exhausted the buoy over there. Fair enough, well, let's just get one more catch in and then we'll move. We'll move unto the new place. Go on, get your fish in. There's not going to be that much fish left over. I think every journey out here must take 5, I think. 1 fish. 2 fish. It's a slow process, fishing. 1 more fish to get. And you're done, apparently. You're not done! Oh, maybe they get 10! Holy shit, okay, they get 10, so we'll exhaust this in, like... You can make 2.5 trips to get rid of all those fish. Fair enough. Yes, there we go, 10 stacked fish. So I think we can move now. I'll let the boat drift in, just in case there's any weirdness with that. We'll have to go the long way around, but never mind. And there. Fish. Right, let's move. Let's bugger off. To here. There's also, I mean, further on down the line, there's a place where there's actually fresh water for days, and oil, which means that we will be able to go along these yellow tracks. So the yellow tracks are oil tracks, and the blue ones are wind tracks. But let's move. And here we are. We are at a new location. Same town, different day. Different shit. And we've got... This time we've got... Hello. We've got a new lonely island with 2 new survivors on it. And we also have a shack town where we can scavenge research points and mystery stuff. Ooh. Go back. And we've got absolutely bugger loads of plastic right next to us, so that's all good. Cool, okay, so we'll stop here and hopefully we'll play a bit more of this. Let me know if you enjoy this and want to see more. It's out, as I say, on Steam and possibly other places as well, on the 26th of September. And is incredibly charming and bloody lovely it is. So thanks for watching. Do check out the rest of my stuff. Click the link to the Patreon if you want to support us. Keep us finding the best indie games around on some half-decent equipment. And I'll see you next time. Bye for now.